Hello friends, welcome to another exhilarating video of Wisdom Zone. This is Shubro, and as you have guessed it from the thumbnail, today we have a topic which is going to be very essential for spoken English learners, because today we are going to discuss about phrasal verbs, and we are going to show you that how you can use phrasal verbs with examples. So if you haven't subscribed to Wisdom Zone, please do subscribe to Wisdom Zone and watch this video till the end carefully so that you can get the right use of phrasal verbs, which we are going to discuss, which is going to be crucial for your communication. So without further ado, let's get started. So before we move forward, we also must know what is a phrasal verb. Okay, so as you see on your screen, the definition of phrasal verb is given. So a phrasal verb can be said to be a combination, okay, of a verb and an adverb, okay, or a preposition, or both. Okay, so in one way we can say that it's multi-word verbs, okay, because we are using a verb with a preposition or an adverb or both, and the overall meaning of that particular phrase is totally different from the individual meanings of the words, right? So that's called a phrasal verb. So without further ado, let us move on and see the 10 most important phrasal verbs for spoken English and for daily conversation. So without further ado, let's get started. So as you see on your screen, today we are going to discuss 10 most important phrasal verb for daily conversation, which is going to be imperative for your day-to-day conversation. So let us go ahead and start. As you see, the first phrasal verb which we have for today is eat out. Okay, as you see on your screen, eat out. Eat out means to eat outside, especially in a restaurant. Okay, so that is to eat out. Okay, that means to take food outside, not you take homemade food, right? That is to eat out, especially to take food in a restaurant. Okay, so I hope you see the example given. I like to eat out on weekends, right? That means you prefer to have food outside. Okay, so like this way you can use this phrasal verb very easily, that I like to eat out on weekends. Or you can change the form also. You can say that in past I ate out, okay, last week. Okay, like this way you can change the tense also and talk about past, right? So as you see, I have given this example, I like to eat out on weekends, right? So up next we are going to see the second phrasal verb for today, that is hang out. As you see on your screen, hang out. You can also use the term hang around, okay? Both are similar, hang out and hang around, okay? As you see, the second phrasal verb for today is hang out, and you can use hang around, okay? Both are synonyms, alright? So hang out or hang around, as you see on your screen, and it means to spend time relaxing. Okay, when you spend time relaxing with your friends or family, that is called to hang out, right? So as you see, I have given an example here. I hang out with my friends on Sundays. That means you spend time relaxing with your friends on Sundays. So up next we're going to see the third phrasal verb for today, which is break down. So let me tell you, we can use this phrasal verb in two ways because it has two meanings. Okay, the first meaning which I'm going to discuss is, as you see on your screen, when a machine stops working or starts malfunctioning, right? When a machine starts malfunctioning or stops working, we can say, okay, break down, right? So that time you can use the phrasal verb. As you see on the screen, my car broke down yesterday. Okay, or other meaning of breakdown is to be very upset, okay, distressed, and feel like crying, okay, because of some trauma, okay, or sad incident, right? So as you see, the second example is given also. He broke down badly after his father's death. Okay, so we can use in two ways So up next we are going to see the fourth phrasal verb, that is turn on. We can also use switch on. It is quite important because we can use it for day-to-day conversation. That is to start a machine, okay, or a device. Is to turn on, okay. As you see on your screen, I'm typing to start a machine or device. Is to turn or to switch on, okay. And as you see the example, it's given, it's too hot today. Please turn on the AC, said the manager, right? So like this way you can use turn on or switch on, right? Just the opposite is the next one, that is turn off. You can also say switch off. That means to stop a device or machine, okay. As you see on your screen, I'm typing to stop a machine or device is to turn off, okay. Example also is given over there. I asked the driver to turn off the AC because it was too cold last night, okay. So it's quite important to know how to use turn on. So up next we are going to see the next phrasal verb today, that is the sixth one for today, that is put on, okay. Put on is to wear clothes, okay, to dress yourself in, okay. So as you see the example, I like to put on casual wear on weekends. So like this way you can say or use the phrasal verb. Instead of saying wear, we can use put on. So next, let's take off, which is just the opposite, is to remove clothes or to undress, okay. As you see on your screen, I'm tapping to remove clothes or to undress. As you see the example is given, he came back and took off his coat, right, which is very important. Without, sometimes you have to say, so when you want to say the remove clothes, you can use this phrasal verb. Please take off your clothes or take off your shirt, right? So like this way you can use this phrasal verb. So up next we are going to see the phrasal verb pay off, which is number 8. So pay off is a very important one, okay. So pay off means to get success, okay, for something done is called to pay off, right? That means you have done something, for that you have got the result, got success, it is called pay off. That, yeah, so as you see, I'm typing it, to get success for something done is to pay off. As you see the examples, his efforts finally paid off, right? That means he got the result for the efforts he put in, right? So up next we are going to see the next one and the ninth phrasal verb for today, that is try out, which is quite imperative for spoken English. As you see the meaning is quite simple, is to test something, okay, or to find out how something works, okay. As you see the example, I want to try out my new shirt which I purchased last week, okay. You want to test or you want to give a trial, okay, that is try out. So up next we are going to see the last phrasal verb for today, that is give up. So it has two meanings. I'm going to step by step explain the two meanings. The first meaning is to quit a particular assignment or quit something because of difficulty, because you're unable to pursue that, right? So that is called to give up, okay. That's the first way you can use quit. That's the first way you can use give up, right? To quit something because of difficulty, because you will not be able to pursue that, right? As you see the example, I gave up the assignment as it was too difficult for me, okay. And the second meaning is also quite important. I'm going to talk about that. So the second meaning is also imperative. The second meaning is also quite crucial, as we know that give up also means to quit a bad habit or an addiction, right? So that means that when you want to give up a bad habit, okay, or you have done, then you can use the term give up, right? Or that's the way you can use this phrasal verb give up, right? As you see, I have given the example, Sam gave up smoking last year, right? That means it in fact quit this bad habit. So that means to quit a bad habit, some addiction, okay. In that context you can also use this phrasal verb give up, and you can change the tense, right? If you want to talk about past, you can use past tense, that you see in this example that Sam gave up smoking, right? And if you want to say in present, you can say that in present also, that I'm trying to give up my bad habits, okay. So like this way you can use give up in two different ways. So I hope you found this video helpful. So let me have a quick recap of the phrasal verbs step by step. As you can see, I'm scrolling down all the phrasal verbs with the meanings.